Hi, Gerald W. Brister, and I've had a few young men uh, talk to me on the internet, talk to me over the web pages and sites. Mr. Gerald, how do you get these welding machines to fit inside of a pickup? Because I said all I've ever had is a pickup. Today you can go buy steel beds already made, and if I was a young man, I might would do that. I like trade trucks pretty often, and I never lived in a place where I could just go set up a steel bed and work over it over months. If you're working, it takes months to build one. And it was really a personalized thing when I was young. It didn't look like anybody else's bed. I see all these steel beds, they look almost exactly the same. They were very individualized and personalized, country boys. So we're going to talk a little bit about this weld machine. I bought this SA200 to put in this Dodge truck. I have had a couple of GMCs, never had a Ford truck, and I've had dualies mostly. And since the Rams came out, I've bought the Rams. I like the engines, but also, unless something's changed, these Rams have the widest pickup bed for these SA200s to go in. The new machines, the Millers, the Lincolns are made to go in these pickup trucks. They're down about this much shorter. They're made to be shorter to fit in any size pickup, so it's not a problem. But if you want one of these machines, uh, there's a few things you can do. One of them is you can shorten this exciter cap right here. This one has already been shortened an inch, and it's about another inch in there away from it. You could actually get another ½ inch out of here. The cap is made when it's being swung around so that your exciter wouldn't get dented, okay? So if you're careful with it and you just want the clearance, you could get an inch and a half out of one of these caps. You can cut it, put a piece of plate over it. You can buy them already made from BW. They're in Arizona, and it'll be about an inch clearance, I believe. So you can get that much here. When you put these on, it has a hole here in the bottom. That's usually turned down so the rain can't get in. And it was made to be able to take your soft stone and clean your exciter armature. When you put this on there, turn it up to the top. And if you're on a job, they have a lot of these little red plastic caps that go inside your inch and a half, I think, fittings. Or you can go to the hardware store and get you a plug, something to keep a plug in here, keep the rain out. Or you can put a piece of tape over it. And so it's very easy to reach in here and clean your armature, okay? That's number one. And this bed, these Dodges, the widest, it's about, right here is about 65.5 inches right now on this model. This is a 2022. It's 3 inches difference. This is 3 inches narrower in the back. So you'll hear me say this. The best way to figure these things out when you're going to build a bed, however you're going to build it, is lay it out on some cement, like in your garage, and then measure everything just like it was a top view ISO. That's what I did. And then tack everything. You'll think you got, oh, that's really good, and then you'll see something else. And wow, I wish I hadn't welded, okay? So tack everything together until you know it fits. And Dodges are the widest, Fords are the next widest, and GMCs are the narrowest. If you're not going to cut one of these machines down, then the thing you do is you come up here, and the least thing you have to cut is where the armature is. You take and cut it about an inch wider than this armature right here, and however much back, if you have a body man do it, save the piece. It's not that big a deal to put it back, and then you can just take it straight up. That's really the easiest way, okay? Now let's look at a couple other things.